Master the TikTok Algorithm webinar. We are so
Hello.
excited to have you. So
Yes, we're
excited.
s- we're so excited to talk about this. I feel like algorithms are always a hot topic, so we're very excited to dive into this today.
Exactly. I feel like every time we host a webinar, I learn something new from
Mhm.
you guys, but also like we learn from each other, which is so great. So I'm really excited to learn more and to also share wisdom as needed. So, hi,
Yes.
everyone. So, before we get started, I just kind of want to introduce, the platform HeyOrca, like what we do and what we are. So we are a social media scheduler that your team will actually love. I recently got into HeyOrca. I got hired here and started using HeyOrca, and unbiased, but I love the platform. It's really great. If you're working in social media, would recommend trying it out.
Highly
So
recommend.
right? Totally unbiased. But yeah, just so we can introduce ourselves. Alyssa is going to introduce herself and like what she does here and who she is, and then I'm going to introduce myself.
Awesome. Thanks, Ketsia. So, my name is Alyssa, and I'm a community manager here at HeyOrca. So, I work on our webinars, our newsletter, our Facebook group, all those different areas. So, if you're in any of our communities, you've probably seen me before, but I can now pass it over to Ketsia.
Well, hi there. I'm Ketsia. I am the social media and community manager here at Hey Orca. I've been working in social media for a couple of years now, and now I'm here. I absolutely love it. I love coming here every Thursday and talking to everyone. And if you see any social posts, that's me. So go ahead if you want to check out my work or anything, feel free to go and follow us on social media as well. So, a couple of housekeeping items before we get started. If you need to turn on closed captions, this is how you can do it. You can both do it on Chrome and on your Mac. But on your Chrome, you can go and go to more settings and then click accessibility, and you should be able to turn on your live captions there. And if you're on a Mac, you just go to menu, system settings, and I'm pretty sure if you go to accessibility as well, you can turn on your captions there. So if anyone needs closed captions, feel free to turn them on and you should be able to um, get closed captions. So another thing, again, I'm very big on like the social media, so go and follow us right now. But yeah, all of our socials are at Hey Orca. So feel free to follow us. We're on pretty much every social media platform. If you want to join our community, we have a community of over 5,000 people who work in marketing, in social media. It's a really great support group, a lot of tips and tricks. You can ask any questions that you want. So feel free to go there and join as well. And we also have a newsletter. We have a daily newsletter about social media. We share a lot of resources, tips, tricks, all the latest news in social media. So make sure to go and subscribe over there. And we also have our brief on LinkedIn if you like following newsletters on LinkedIn as well. And also, for those who are here, you have the chance to win an Amazon gift card. So at the end of this webinar, we will be choosing a lucky winner to win a gift card. So make sure that you go and engage in the chat and also engage on our stories because we have a couple of polls over there and we pick the winners from there. So make sure you go and you answer there. That's where you get the gift card. Sorry, I made it a little bit confusing there. Um, so yeah, go ahead. This is the first poll. You can go head over to our stories. It's at Hey Orca on Instagram, and you can go ahead and answer the question there, and we'll be picking a winner um, at the end of this webinar. And for those who are Hey Orca customers, you can actually win a hat. So I have been dying to get this hat and I still don't have it yet. So this is really great. But you can win a hat. So the question for you that you need to answer in this chat is what is the latest feature we released today? We released a new feature. Let us know which feature it is. People who are Hey Orca customers, feel free to answer the question and we'll pick a winner as well for the hat.
Love it.
I love
Yes, let us know in the chat. Natalie, it's a need, not a want. Yes,
exactly.
I need a hat too.
Yes, it's a new like app update. Hence, it's not on the desktop. So we also have a mobile app, but that's all I'm saying.
Love
Okay,
it.
there you go. And oh, I'm passing it over to Alyssa. She's going to talk about our upcoming webinars.
Awesome. Thank you. So, yeah, we have an awesome webinar next week that's actually private for HeyOrca customers. So if you're a HeyOrca customer and you'd like to get that link, you can send me an email. I'll put my email in the chat here. And we're going to be going over all of our latest feature releases. So there's a ton to go over, which is awesome. And we're also going to be going over what's to come for the rest of the year and into the new year. So if you would like a link to register for that webinar, it's next week. Send me an email. My email is in the chat. And then we can get you that link. And then 2 weeks from now, we have the social media updates from September webinar. So you can scan the QR code on the screen, and I can put, or Ketsia actually just put the link to the webinars there, so you can sign up there. But we're going to be going over all of the latest social media updates from September, and we'll also go over trending audio and anything else that's trending we will be going over. So those webinars are always a lot of fun. So a lot of great webinars coming up. So keep an eye on that. I'm trying to pitch HeyOrca to my company. Can I register for this? Yeah, actually, I can reach out to you, Megan, and I can get you connected to one of our account managers because they'll be able to answer any questions your company may have about HeyOrca and can help you with that pitch. So I will get you connected to them. Awesome. Perfect. And so, yeah, we are going to be going over the TikTok algorithm today. So we're going to be going over how the algorithm works, some SEO tips and tricks, and engagement strategies. So definitely stay tuned for that because I'm going to show you one quick thing within HeyOrca first before we dive into that will help you with your TikTok content. So let me share my screen here. All right. So if you didn't know, within HeyOrca, you can actually direct publish your TikToks for a business or a personal account. So that personal account direct publishing is one of our newer features. So that's really awesome because I know some people keep their accounts on personal sometimes just because you sometimes get access to more audio and stuff like that. So now you can direct publish to personal and business, which is awesome. So I'm going to quickly show you how you can edit your publishing status. So when you're inside your HeyOrca calendar, there is an area here on the side called settings. So you're going to go there and then you can find your TikTok account and then you can click this drop down to pick what settings you want. So you could direct publish or you could do notifications, which is awesome if you want to add trending audio to your TikTok. So that way all your TikTok content goes to your phone and then you can upload it into the app. Because unfortunately with AI or API restrictions, we can't get trending audio into HeyOrca. Maybe one day, fingers crossed, they'll give us access to that. But this is a way around it. So you could do notifications, but you could also do direct publishing as well, which is awesome. So once you have your publishing status selected, you can go into your calendar and select new post. Then you can go down here and find your TikTok account. And I'm just going to shout out another new feature. We do have drag and drop. So you can drag and drop your media here, which is awesome. And then you can go to create your TikTok post. So you can also do your publishing details here as well. And another thing about TikTok is the character count within HeyOrca now for captions is at 2,200. So you have so much space to fill your caption with keywords, hashtags, all those awesome things that we're going to be talking about today. And I'll also send over this article here. This is our help article that goes over everything that has to do with TikTok direct publishing. So if you haven't tried that yet, I'll put that in the chat there if you want to check that out. Awesome. So I will get back to the presentation, and let me know in the chat if you have scheduled any TikToks in HeyOrca. I'd love to know.
And just to answer Martina, and I think it might help everyone, but we do upload all of our webinars onto our YouTube channel. And Alyssa, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you should be receiving an email after the webinar as well with the recording already. So, feel free to head out over to our YouTube channel as well if you want to, and check out all our past webinars if you want to listen to a couple while working, or I don't know, doing some housework. I don't know, but feel free to do so. And yeah, they're always available.
Awesome. Yes. And yeah, the recording should go to your email whenever it's done processing. Sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes 5 minutes. So you'll get it to your email sometime after this presentation is done. So you can find it in both places, which is great. And I see some people in the chat saying that they have used the TikTok direct publishing in HeyOrca, which is awesome. Love to see it. Katie, we post at least 3 TikToks a week, and we love HeyOrca. I'm so excited that you post 3 TikToks a week, because it can be hard to post a bunch of TikToks, and we can definitely go into that in this presentation. So I can get right into it. And if you have any TikTok hacks, let us know in the chat, because I feel like there's probably so many we don't know about. So I love learning all the new ones that all of you have. So definitely make sure to add those in the chat. All right, so let's get into how the algorithm works. So TikTok actually has an article in their newsroom blog that highlights all about the algorithm. And if you actually haven't checked out TikTok's newsroom blog, it's a really good space to go if you want to know about any updates, any feature updates, anything new with trending audio or anything like that. Check out their blog. There's really great content there that is really helpful. So this is straight from their blog. So what the algorithm looks for when they are ranking content for your own For You page, this is what they look for. So they look for user interaction. So this includes content you have already previously watched, that you've interacted with. So if you've liked, shared, or commented on a video, or if you've searched something in the TikTok search bar. So something that's funny is sometimes I use TikTok as Google. Let me know if you do that in the chat. So if maybe I want to go to a restaurant, or maybe I'm going to a new city and I want to see what to do there, I'll just type it in the search bar. And I find I get way better results than on Google. So it's nice to watch those kind of videos. But whenever I search through the search bar, then my feed is all that city or all that restaurant. So sometimes when you do the search option, things can kind of take over your feed, but it's kind of cool that way, because then you discover new things too. It's great for travel. If you're in a new city, you can find a bunch of new stuff. So other people using TikTok as Google, love it. I feel like it's the new thing. You can find way better information, I feel like, on TikTok compared to Google.
Yeah, 100%. When I came to Mexico, I looked the city up, and now they actually post articles in TikTok about the city that you're looking up, which is so cool. It helped me kind of plan, like, okay, these are the events coming up. So I definitely TikTok before I Google.
Yes, this is the new thing. I love it. It's great. And sometimes just watching people's videos about things, you get so much more information, and you get like honest information as well, I feel like, especially if you're watching like a review on something. So it is great. So yeah, that's how they look at user interaction. So anything you've searched or come in contact with, that's what they'll look at. The next one is accounts. So of course, accounts you follow will be ranking higher than ones you don't, but also accounts that are suggested for you. So maybe a bunch of your friends follow one account, you will start seeing that content more, and vice versa. So it depends on who you follow, who the people you follow, and all kind of trickles down. The next one is recently posted. So content that is posted recently in your region will show up first. So I'm based in the Hamilton area, and I get so many Hamilton TikToks, which is great because then I'm discovering a bunch of new things about, everywhere around me. So if there is any videos that are posted within your region, that will show up first. And then, of course, popularity. So popular content within your region as well will show up. Awesome. And then I found two kind of helpful things that I want to go over if you're looking to kind of revamp your algorithm. Maybe you've been noticing your TikTok algorithm is just not aligning with what you want to see. There's a few ways you can kind of dive into that. So the first one is you can actually see why you're being shown a video, which I think is kind of cool. So if a video comes up on your For You page, and I'm just going to open my TikTok here and I'll show you with me. So if you open your TikTok For You page and whatever video pops up first, you can select that share icon, which is that little arrow on the right-hand side. And then at the very bottom, you're going to see an option called Why This Video. So if you click that, it will actually give you probably can't read it, this one specifically, but it will give you reasonings as to why they're going to show it to you. So the screenshot on the presentation here, they showed me this video because I shared a similar video to one of my friends in the past. So that's why it's showing me this one. And it's popular in the country that I'm based in. So it's kind of cool if you're seeing, maybe there's a video that you're like, why is this even showing up for me? It will kind of tell you, well, this is why. And then if you're not into that video, you can actually in that same area say, don't show me this. Don't show me this kind of content. You can kind of help the algorithm pick up on what you actually want to see.
And I think there were like a couple of questions in the chat too regarding the whole location thing. So for when you were talking about, they show content within your, within your location. Linda was asking, is it how broad the region was? Is it country? Is it states? And Lori asked, do you have to tag the location in order to be recommended that content?
Yeah. So what I have seen is I think at least from what I've seen, I see a lot of, where the city I'm in, I see a lot of TikToks on that, but I also see a lot of TikToks on, because I'm based in Ontario, just in Ontario in general and Canada. So I think it's kind of everything. So you might see a lot of content with your immediate area that you're in, but I think it's also broad enough that it will show you TikToks from your province or your state or even your country. But from personal experience, I do think I see Hamilton, Toronto-based TikToks more than, Ottawa TikToks, which is in Ontario, but farther away. So I would say like the city you're based in is probably going to be that number one. And then it kind of trickles down from there to like state, province, country. And then when it comes to tagging location, that does help if you tag the location. But I think even if in your hashtags, say you put hashtag Toronto or you put Toronto in your like on the actual video or anywhere in your caption, it picks up on that as well. So you could tag that location physically, like when you're posting the video, or you could just mention the word and it kind of picks up on that as well, is something I've noticed.
And also from someone who was trying to hack her location on TikTok. So long story short, we had a US client and we wanted to pop up on US feeds, but we were popping up on Canadian feeds and we're trying to figure out why. And the reason being is because TikTok basically gets your location from your SIM card. So even if you put like a different location or you try to use a VPN or like whatever it is, they will always kind of know where you are based on your SIM card. So that's
Interesting.
also like a thing. Yeah, I had to read a lot of articles regarding location to try and hack it, but did not work, unfortunately. So I think that's also interesting to note for sure.
Oh,
If
very cool.
you ever, I don't know, want to know why they keep guessing your location. So,
Interesting. Yeah, that is cool. I did not know that. Natalie says, is this a new feature? It's not showing up. So if it's not showing up for you, update your app. But if it's still not showing up, I think TikTok is similar with Instagram where they do kind of slow rollouts for things. So sometimes, someone will see it and someone won't. So if you don't see it right now after updating your app, you will see it soon. It's probably just one of those slow rollout things.
mhm. And then also like location is a big thing
Yeah.
too.
Totally. Kimber says, what did you end up doing for that location hack for that client?
So because I was working on a social team, I had to edit the video and then send it to a colleague that worked in the US to post every single time. So it was
Oh,
not ideal. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. But I'm thinking if you, at the time, also, you didn't have direct publishing for TikTok. So now that you do have access to direct publishing, and with HeyOrca, you have like, you can put like time zones and all that stuff. I think that it's a lot easier to, schedule out your posts and not having to send it to someone else to post it for you. Um,
ah, so interesting. Natalie, it won't show up if you're tagged under the following page. Oh yeah, so this, why you are seeing this video, it will be on your For You page. So it won't be on your following just because you're seeing those videos because you chose to follow that creator. So you're gonna always see their videos. But if there's, on your For You page where it's, people that maybe you're not following, that's when you can kind of see, why are you showing me this video? All right. Oh, I think we have one more
yeah.
question here. I handle a client in the UK. Is it better to send TikTok videos to someone in the UK to post so that their page grows?
Honestly, I do not know because it also depends, right? Like they can be in the UK, but it depends like if they are very strict regarding like the audience and like geolocation. But if you have someone who works on your team and is in the UK, maybe have them handle the Instagram account. I would say. I think that would be a lot easier. I'm not sure about geotagging when it comes to scheduling out posts because otherwise I would say just schedule out your posts because there's other ways to grow your page rather than just like posting as well, which we will talk about today as well. So I hope this answers your question. I'm so sorry we did not find a solution, by the way,
Yeah.
unless you like had a SIM card from the US. I think we tried as well, but it was really complicated.
Awesome. Oh, and then, yeah, I think Linda had a similar question. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll get into those tricks you can do other than location that can help your video really take off. So we'll go over that in a second. But one other little hack, if you are still frustrated with your algorithm, it's not picking up on what you want to see, you can refresh it. So to do so, you just have to go into your TikTok settings and then select content preferences, and then you'll see the refresh your feed option. So just a disclaimer, when you click this, it truly is refreshing your feed. It's going to pretend it doesn't know anything about you. So if you refresh your feed, you have to really go in there and like and comment and interact with any video that you like. So if there's, say you really like cooking videos, you want to really go in on liking all those cooking videos, follow those creators, because that's how it's going to figure out what you want to see. So it does give a disclaimer that it may take, a couple of weeks to really get to where you want to be, but you can refresh. So if you really are feeling like you're not liking what you're seeing, refresh it and then kind of start from scratch.
Yes, that's
Awesome.
amazing. I need to do that.
Yes, I know sometimes I've thought about it, but then I'm like, oh, because sometimes I'm seeing like awesome stuff. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to start from the
Mhm.
beginning. But then it would kind of feel nice, I feel like, to just completely refresh. So maybe I'll test it out sometime.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome.
And
Yeah, I can pass it over to Ketsia now because she has some awesome tips for everyone to try.
Thank you. So, again, we have the poll on our stories, but my question was basically, do you focus more on engagement or on content? Because we would love to, I mean, I would love to get into the whole like engagement part. So make sure you answer on stories because you can also win a gift card. So, okay, so um, getting started on SEO tips and tricks. And this is kind of a guide on how to get your TikToks noticed. We also have a ebook on it. It's completely free. Alyssa is going to share it. Yeah, there you go. She shared it in the chat. So if you want the full ebook on like TikTok SEO, feel free to use this one. And here's a mini, very condensed version of it. So in order to get the whole like SEO thing going, you need to focus on um, using search relevant keywords, right? So the way that you can find those keywords is by literally just going on TikTok and like looking up the video that you're going to make, and then you will see the keywords. And if you go to hashtags, you can see all of the hashtags. So with if you have an iPhone, I don't know about Android, I'm so sorry, but if you have an iPhone, it's great to take a screenshot because now you can actually copy and paste those words from a picture. So it
Oh,
recognizes letters. So you can
I
just
didn't know
copy.
that.
You didn't know? Okay,
I did
definitely use
not
it.
know that. You just like blew my mind.
You can definitely do that. So you can copy and paste words from like pictures, so you don't have to like type it out yourself. So make sure that you do that and maybe have like a notes document. And also when you copy and paste, and let's say you have a Mac or like any Apple device, if you copy on, for example, your phone, you can paste on your computer. So that's even better. So if you're scheduling out content, yes, I feel like I'm blowing minds here.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is you just dropped a bomb on us all. We didn't know this.
you can do that. You can copy from your phone, paste with your MacBook or with your iPad, whatever you're using. It's amazing. I love doing that, especially like in my whole workflow. Um, and then also you can go to TikTok Creative Center so you can see what's trending, what's not trending, keywords and stuff that are going on. So also like make sure to utilize that, especially during the holidays. I feel like it helps to see which kind of content you can be ahead of. And then where do you put those keywords? I would put the keywords in your title, in your caption. Make sure to also say the words. So when you have always like make sure that you use captions in your videos and say the words out loud. Like for example, if you make a video about tips and tricks or like TikTok algorithm, right? Like let's learn about the TikTok algorithm. Make sure you say TikTok algorithm in your video so that when you put the captions, it will have those words in there. Put it in your title, put it in your hashtags, and put it in your caption. I know it's a lot, but it really helps because then when you click on your video, you should be able in the search bar, it should be able to connect it to relevant content. So it should say like TikTok SEO. That's how you know that your content is like SEO optimized. Um,
I think there is one question up here. Leanne says, do you think it's counteractive to use hashtags that are oversaturated?
Well, the thing is, the hashtag system in TikTok is not the same as on Instagram. So, for example, on Instagram, usually you need to kind of, there's like a whole different thing, but like you need to use keywords that are obviously relevant, but also kind of like small enough so that you can rank based on like your following. It's like a whole thing. But like with TikTok, it's just like views, right? So it's just kind of based on like literally you can say like a hashtag has like 3.6 million views. It could be one video that went viral with that hashtag. It doesn't really tell you how saturated a hashtag is because it's just based off of views. I hope this answers the question. And yes, Devin, yeah, I know my Apple products. I'm a very big like Apple. I'm from part of the Apple ecosystem. And then also another tip that I have if you want to look up keywords is look up the topic of your video, go to filters, select last month, and look which keywords other creators and popular videos are actually like ranking. So you can use the same hashtags as well. I always say like look at other people if you want to do like hashtag research because if it's working for them, it should be working for you as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also yeah, you have also suggestions on the app as well. And then growing your audience, um, I would say that I know how to be a top comment on social media. So I'm going to give you guys my tips and tricks. But I think that posting obviously is important, but engagement is as important as posting. You can grow your account just by commenting on posts and not necessarily for your videos. Like your videos can go viral based on the comments, right?
Mhm.
Like let's say your comment is like a top comment, people check out your page, suddenly they're watching your videos. So that's and then the ball gets rolling that way. So that's why I say engage, engage, engage. Please engage with the right people. So in order for your comments to be a top comment, always make sure that your comment is genuine and authentic. Okay, don't be like, oh, heart emojis and that's all you do. Don't be like, super generic in one word. But my trick is always to point out a specific point in someone else's video. You don't even have to watch it all the way through, but you can just pinpoint a specific point in someone else's video. They're going to be like, oh, like the person watched the video, so they're more likely to comment back. And then suddenly, people you gain more visibility. I also put like familiarity breeds curiosity, right? So if you are someone who comments a lot within a certain industry, within a certain niche, people are going to start recognizing you and be like, oh, I see them under every single comment of every single video. So they're going to go and check out your page as well, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, this is helpful. It can be so hard to think. Yeah, it's hard to think of something to comment, but another trick is kind of comment something that you feel other that is relatable. Like sometimes you don't have to be super hard. Sometimes it can be like the first thing that comes to your mind, right? Like for example, on this slide, I was thinking you had made the most perfect egg. Like it was just a random video of someone cooking. It looked like an egg, so I said it looked like an egg, and then people were like, "Yes, it does look like an egg." So you see, like it doesn't have to be super complicated. Um, and also, don't only engage with influencers, but also with regular people, right? When I say like regular people, it's people who would be interested in your content. How do you find people who are interested in your content? Look at other people within your niche, like for example, an influencer, a brand that has posted a video. Look at their most recent video and look at the people that are commenting on their videos. Those people are active users, and those are the people that you want to follow you. They're already interested in the brand. They're already, or like look at like a complementary brand, or like a something like, for example, let's say like you sell butter. Well, go to a bread brand because most people who eat bread probably eat butter. So just go and comment on their posts, right?
Yep.
So make sure that you comment and focus on active followers. And if you want attention from bigger accounts, spam, because they probably get a lot of notifications. But if they get like multiple notifications back to back, but also be genuine, still be genuine, but like comment on 3 videos in a row instead of like just one video or just liking a video. So that's like one of my, I mean, one, many of my tips and tricks. And also, again, remember, social media is a social app, so you need to engage. Please engage.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yep.
I guess those are like my tips and tricks in terms of
Awesome.
engagement.
Love it. Thank
That's
you.
it.
Everyone seems to be loving it in the chat. We have some Duolingo lovers here since they are pretty good with their comments. And then Jesse says Tinder does this quite well on TikTok. They quite often post on funny relationship type TikToks. Love that. Yeah, I always love when I go to a comment section and a brand said something that was like so on point or funny. It's great. And then it does make me go to their profile and then I'm like binging their videos. So super smart to just get in there and comment on things if you can. And then yeah, that would be great. And yeah, that's actually all of our tips today. I know we have like 10 minutes left. So before we do our giveaway, I do want to mention next week is Mental Health Week. So you definitely want to follow us on social and on our newsletter because we're going to be doing some awesome stuff. But we're actually going to be having a mental health webinar in 3 weeks, and we've created a survey that we'd love you to fill out. We just want to know what everyone's state of burnout. Maybe you're not burnt out, maybe you are within this industry. As I think we all know, it can be very demanding. There's a lot to keep up with, so it can really lead to burnout. So Ketsia just put our survey in the chat. So if you have a couple minutes to fill that out, that would be awesome. And then stay tuned because we're going to be compiling all this data into a report, and we'll be going over it in a webinar later this month as well. So if you could fill out this survey, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I'm not sure if like anyone had still had questions or not regarding anything regarding TikTok, but if not, we can just
over it. Yeah, let us know if you have any other questions. Drop it in the chat box and we can start to do our giveaways. And then if there's any other questions, we can answer them at the end.
Yes.
All right. So I guess we can do the Amazon gift card first. So I'm going to head to our Instagram and check out our polls. Let me get it here. Oh, so many votes on our polls. I love it. All right, so I am going to do a random selection of someone. I'm not looking. I'm just going to select. So the winner for the Amazon gift card is Jessie Loomis. I always feel like I say everyone's last name wrong, but Jessie, if you are here with us today, let me know in the chat. I think it shows that oh, yay, you're here. Awesome. Thank you so much for voting on our stories, and I will be contacting you after this to get some information from you so that we can send you your digital Amazon gift card. And then I have written down the HeyOrca customers who answered our questions here. So let me get this random generator going. All right, it's spinning. And the winner is Daniela Gonzalez. Daniela, you are the HeyOrca hat winner. I'm so excited for you and jealous. I hope you really enjoy the hats. But Daniela, I'll be reaching out to you as well to let you know how you can get that hat through our merch store. So Daniela and Jessie, keep an eye out on your email. I'll be contacting you after this. And I think that's everything. I don't know if anyone put any other questions.
Oh yeah, there were a couple of questions. But Daniela, if you wear your hat, please tag us. We would love to repost you on our stories and also just see you in the hat. Yeah, there were a couple of questions.
Okay.
So Melody is asking policies regarding following back. So when it comes to TikTok, just in general, I would say like make sure to follow people within your, niche, you can follow back. I would say like follow back creators and stuff, all that, because it really impacts your algorithm, and your algorithm impacts who you're getting, what's it called, referred to. So I would say like follow a bunch of people, and then you can also like always unfollow at the end of the week or something. Okay, I don't know if that's mean, but do what you want with this information. That's what I think, but I'm not sure if Alyssa has like a different perspective on that. But that's kind of what I would do. I would kind of try and curate the people that you follow. Don't follow your mom or your aunt or anything. Just follow relevant people.
Yeah, I'd say the exact same. Instead of, following back every single person that follows you, definitely just follow those accounts that really align with, your brand and your mission, your message, all of that. And I feel like that's a better option than just, following every single person that follows your account.
Samantha asked how to find the best time of day to post. If you are posting from the app itself, you can always go into your analytics and kind of see the little graphs telling you like when your users are most active. If you are scheduling your content, there's always like, your times, like the best times to post. But also, I think personally, think about like human behavior. Like for example, um, people are going to be, for example, active during lunchtime, which means that between like 1 to 3, 4 p.m., people aren't as active. So I wouldn't post between those hours, but then people would be active during the evening. Maybe like 6, 7 p.m., people will be active. Weekends, people aren't really active. Like kind of think about human behavior as well when you're scheduling out posts. So, yeah, also look at data and stuff. But usually that's kind of how I would look at best times to post.
So, is it better to have shorter or longer TikToks? This is a good question because since you can do up to 10 minutes on TikTok, is that the best option? And I feel like I think it depends on your brand, your type of video. And then, I mean, there's no harm in, testing it out. You never know until you try. Because I feel like different brands, different types of content work differently for other people. So, certain brands may like that quick content that's like 10 to 15 seconds, maybe does really well, but maybe for, a makeup brand, someone doing a tutorial about how they do their makeup with their products, someone will probably watch that full video. So that one's tricky because I feel like it depends on
Yeah,
your content.
exactly. I feel like it depends on how engaging it is. Like if it's, if it's boring, then obviously people are not going to watch all the way through. But it's the same for like a 15-second video or like a, you know, 7-minute video. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Awesome. I think that could be all. I did put the link to the ebook again in the chat. So if you want to grab that there, it will also be going out in our newsletter tomorrow as well if you're a part of our newsletter. I think how can I keep my feed forever to be the Taylor Swift and to be about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? I'm sure that will last a long time. I feel like it's a very trendy topic right now.
exactly. And then Sean was asking, when we edit videos using a different platform and going back to TikTok to post it, is it better to use TikTok audio or the audio from the editing platform? Actually, when you use, okay, I'm a very big CapCut user, but CapCut I think is owned by TikTok. So when you export your video or even import your video from CapCut, it immediately recognizes your sounds from TikTok. So you don't really have to like add it like manually. And then, yeah, so I would just recommend using CapCut in general. I don't know what other editing platform would like make the cut, but yeah, you can, and also you can save your audios from TikTok and it will populate onto CapCut as well. So you won't have really that issue of like that audio is not found on TikTok, right? So I hope this helps. Use CapCut is my answer.
I love CapCut.
Same.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all the questions for today. Thank you I think we just got another one. Here, we'll answer one more because I know we're almost up on time, so I don't want to go over. But Emily says, do you think uploading on third-party tools impacts performance versus posting natively?
I have noticed a difference if I'm being completely honest. But the thing is, what I would do is like use your scheduler to kind of like remind you to post a TikTok so you don't have to like, I don't know, like put an alarm on your phone. And then I would like use the captions natively from the platform and add them onto your video so it seems like you edited it natively. So I think that's like the thing, like the caption and the title, I would make it on, the platform when you upload. That's kind of my trick or tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Why is it that a random video on my TikTok blows up my profile? You know what? I feel like that's kind of the beauty of TikTok is sometimes just random videos go viral and you're kind of stuck there being like, hey, what did I do differently? And maybe you didn't do anything differently. I feel like it's like a game of luck sometimes with
Yeah,
TikTok.
it really is.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. I'm sure we're going to go over, the algorithm again. So keep an eye out for that. We are going to be going over the Instagram algorithm, I think, in a month or so. So keep an eye out on our webinars if you want to join us for that. But thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll see you in our next webinar.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.